Hi guys! My hair is still wet from the shower, so excuse the hair. Before I am going hoop dancing and cooking stuff and going to the gym, because that's everything I'm going to do today, I wanted to make this eating disorder recovery video. I wanted to share something with you guys I think is really important in recovery and can help a lot of you guys who are suffering from an eating disorder, especially if you're suffering from binge eating disorder or bulimia. I recently finally found the strength to address my anxiety and to start overcoming it. How I got to this point is kind of a long story. Well, it's not a super long story, but I feel it's too long to include in this video. So in one of the next videos, I will tell you how I got to this point. The most important thing is that I finally started to do it. But the thing is, it's not like you are going to overcome all of your fears like this at once. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. So what happened was that I kind of got angry at my eating disorder, and I was just sick and tired of all of the anxiety. So I decided that whenever my eating disorder would throw anxiety at me, I wouldn't respond to that. I wouldn't act on it. For example, I made vegan meatballs that were really delicious, but they contain oats. And oats are a little bit higher in fat than legumes and potatoes, and that's why it's kind of a fear food for me. But I made the meatballs and they were super delicious. So after I made them, I decided to eat them for dinner with a chopped up tomato with a little bit of sliced onion and curry ketchup. And it was a really decent meal. I had 4 pretty large balls with the tomatoes, the onion and the curry ketchup, and it was delicious. But after the meal I started to feel anxious. I felt a little bloated, and I think it's because of the onion and the vegetables that were in the balls with the oats. I think it was just a food combination thingy, but it wasn't like I felt sick. I felt good, but I was like, whoa, I feel really full. Good full, but full, and I'm not used to that feeling. Unless I have a binge, but that's another kind of full, you know. And that made me really anxious. I was actually, for the first time in my life, really satisfied after a meal. And that's scary when you're not used to that. I'm either used to being full in a very, very bad way after I've binged, like over full, or not being full, having eaten something but not being truly satisfied. So it scared me to feel truly satisfied. And well, I'm gonna get fat either way, so I might as well just binge, and then I'll feel better because thanks to the binge I'll numb myself and I won't have to feel anxious anymore. But that's not what you want, because the next day you're gonna feel like crap and you're gonna be even fatter. So I decided not to act upon it and to ignore the fact that I felt pregnant and just not look in the mirror and just enjoy being with my boyfriend, sitting in the couch watching TV. And you know what? The next day my stomach was super flat. So by persevering, I proved to myself that I am not going to gain weight by eating this kind of meal. So what happened was I got angry at my eating disorder. I was sick and tired of the impossible anxiety it was throwing at me. It felt impossible to overcome, and I got angry at my eating disorder, and I was like, you know what? Fuck you. Every time you're gonna throw anxiety at me, I'm gonna be courageous. I'm going to listen to what you are telling me, and then I'm going to do exactly the opposite. And that's the message I want to give you guys today. Listen to your eating disorder voice and then do exactly the opposite. My eating disorder told me after the first time I ate the vegan meatballs, you shouldn't eat this again tomorrow because you're scared you're going to gain weight. You obviously don't feel safe with this meal, so you should still avoid it. I said, fuck you eating disorder. Tomorrow I'm going to eat the vegan meatballs again with the same vegan tomato salsa, bitch. So I decided to eat the same thing the next day, and I did, and I felt anxious again. So I told my eating disorder, well, fuck you, I'm gonna eat the same thing tomorrow again. And I did. And you know what? It really helped me. This strategy really helped me. Another thing that's really important to know is that the moment you are going to start doing well, the moment you're going to start overcoming certain fears, and the moment you're gonna start feeling better, like, wow, this is really worth it, I feel really good, I'm starting to enjoy life again, I'm rediscovering life, your eating disorder is going to fight back hard. For example, my boyfriend is with me today, but he got a call that he needs to go to work and do the night shift, which means he's leaving at 9 p.m. tonight. And he's been with me these past few days, and that makes it easier for me not to binge, because there's always someone watching me, and I don't want to binge when my boyfriend sees it. That's humiliating, and I would feel so ashamed. But the moment I overheard that call, my eating disorder started telling me, so he will be gone at 9 p.m, which means you're all alone. And you can binge. You can finally have a moment where you're alone and you can binge and you can just be calm and relaxed. And the moment the binge entered my mind, I immediately realized that this is my eating disorder fighting back. This is my eating disorder trying to manipulate me into thinking that I need a binge to have a break. No. When my boyfriend is off to work, I can relax by sitting in front of the TV, drinking a coffee or a glass of wine and not binging. Having a break doesn't mean you have to have a binge. And what triggered my eating disorder voice to pop up was just the fact that I had the occasion to binge. Because my eating disorder is realizing, holy shit, she has a new boyfriend. She really wants to get better. She is choosing recovery. And she's getting stronger. Holy shit, this time she might get rid of me for good. Like before, she would be able not to binge for a week, but after that, I could destroy her again. She was never able to keep up the good work, because every time I popped up, she listened to me. And now she's getting stronger and she's not listening to me anymore. I need to step up my game. And that's what your eating disorder is going to do the moment you're gonna get stronger, the moment you are gonna step up your game, the eating disorder is going to step up its game as well. But if you know this in advance and if you learn to recognize it when it happens, my God, you will be so fucking strong. Because the binge entered my mind and I was like, oh yeah, okay, this is my eating disorder trying to trigger me again. But wait a second, I am enjoying life. I am hoop dancing, I'm going to the gym, I am experiencing incredible moments with my boyfriend. I'm starting to get more and more relaxed instead of stressing out every second. I'm starting to get a taste of what life could be if I would be totally eating disorder free. And that is what I want. Binging again and feeling like crap again and not being able to do certain things again is not what I want. So this feeling my eating disorder is giving me, even just for 1 second, this feeling of nostalgia, like the way it used to be when I was sitting in the couch with a lot of beer and had a binge episode and was so relaxed and numbed out. That wonderful feeling. It's a feeling of nostalgia. You feel your eating disorder is trying to give you the feeling that you're missing out on something, but you're not. You can learn how to create breaks without binging. It is relatively easy, trust me, but it's a process. What I want to say is that it's really important to know that your eating disorder is going to do this. It's going to try to manipulate you whenever you're doing a good job. And it's important to learn how to recognize these things. The first time it happens, you're probably going to binge. You're going to give in. But the second time it happens, or the third time it happens, or even the fourth time it happens, you'll recognize it. You'll be like, oh, I've been through this once. What's also really important is to learn what things make it hard for you. Like, I know on days where I'm really tired that I have to be super careful. When I wake up tired, or when I've worked out too much because of my eating disorder, I know, like, I need to take a rest day. And I need to be really conscious about the fact that in 1 minute, or in half an hour, or in 2 hours, something might click and I might be triggered to binge. But what I need to remember at that moment is that it's because I'm tired, and I just need to get through that moment, and tomorrow I'll feel better. Or another really important one, when you're having a day where you're a little stressed, you need to be careful. For example, yesterday I had to do a lot of stuff. I had to get my administration in order, and I had to go a lot of places to do that. I hadn't planned to do that yesterday, but suddenly it came up and I just had to do it. So the other plans that I made, which was making a hula hoop video and just, you know, do fun things, I kind of had to push those things aside. But I have ADHD, and I'm always like, oh, I want to do this and this and this and this, and I just don't seem to be able to focus on one thing. So when I have this day that I've got planned and then something comes up and I have to do all of this stuff, it stresses me out. It's like chaos in my head. On these days, I know that I can't stand in front of the mirror. I mean, I do stand in front of the mirror to brush my teeth and to put some mascara on and to maybe look if my outfit is okay to leave the house, but I will not stand in front of the mirror and really look at my body like, oh, is my stomach flatter than yesterday? Or, you know, do my arms look fat? I cannot do that on one of those days because of all the stress I have, my eating disorder will try to take advantage of that, and it will do something with my brain that will make me see an elephant in the mirror. Even though I might be really skinny that day, even though I might have lost 10 pounds in 1 week or whatever, my eating disorder will cause me to have body dysmorphia that day. And now that I know that I just shouldn't look in the mirror to judge myself. If I look in the mirror, it should be to brush my teeth or to put on some mascara, but that's it. And if I were to look in the mirror by accident, and if I were to judge myself by accident, I should know that what I'm seeing isn't realistic, it's not real. It's my eating disorder trying to get me to binge again. And knowing that makes me so goddamn powerful. And I just wanted to share that with you. It keeps me from relapsing, and I shouldn't be using the word relapsing because I think you should be healed in order to relapse, and I'm not healed yet, but I am making a lot of progress, and I just want to share my experience with you because for the past few months I've been watching videos of other people who have overcome an eating disorder, and their experiences have also helped me, so I'm hoping I can return the favor.
Like the attention, girl, I know you. But you're everything I want in life. We're fighting danger.
Here's to being brave in eating disorder recovery. Yummy, 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 yummy. Good. Bye. If you liked this video and if this was helpful, please comment down below, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel because there will be more eating disorder recovery videos. Peace out!